Limited! London Buses Limited, the private wing of TfL, has never conducted impact data on the detrimental effect on human lives!
It follows, doesn't it, that if you lobby for deregulation, or if you're a policymaker in favour of deregulation, then the fallout from deregulation has to be your responsibility, doesn't it? So if you're a company like Uber, then if you lobby for deregulation, then the consequences of deregulation becomes part of your working model, doesn't it? It has to be that way. You can't have a neat smartphone app at one end without taking responsibility for the fallout at the other, can you? And we've seen a fallout. We've seen an inexorable rise in sexual assault crime. We've seen insurmountable accidents. We've seen unprecedented level of revocation orders. And so the policymakers and the regulators, if they are going to facilitate that, then they are responsible for it. Now, I don't want to be part of some social deregulation experiment, and I certainly don't want my family to be part of some deregulation experiment, or even private hiring their passengers at King's Cross and Pancras Station, for example, or even the members of the public passing through King's Cross. I do not want them unbeknowingly caught up in some policy that they've decided to run with. Now, for me, that's the passivity around that and not telling us is malfeasance by default. They are that is a complete dereliction of their duty of care to members of the travelling public. Now, I would say we should all be calling for their resignation and to resign and to be disbanded at the earliest opportunity, because that is an abdication of their duty to uphold safety standards in London, and they would proclaim that safety is their number one priority. Well, that is an outright lie, and it makes them not fit and not proper to be arbitrators of policy here in London. And if they are not going to let you know what's happening, and they rely on you not knowing what's happening, because they know members of the public will never, ever, ever think that they haven't put in provisions to protect them. They rely on that, and they haven't. And if they are not going to highlight people to it, then we're going to have to.
We accuse TfL of corporate manslaughter! Out! 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 Liars! Senior management